Be like
Can't you just do like a falcon?
tractor trailer horn.
Can't you do like a falcon? Like, ho, ho, ho.
You should send me the falcon noise that you have.
Ho. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, it's not
You could play the Falcon fight song over that part.
Yeah, it's not too. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Falcon Corner. Voice, good guy, Ferg. SID, TD Tom, 2 more weeks.
Succinct.
Triple threat Tom, did I ever say?
That's right.
Yes.
And takedown Tom.
And takedown Tom.
Takedown Tom. Oh, yeah, that
Not
next
yet,
week.
though.
Next week's going to be, next Thursday and Friday.
All right, let's not talk
great.
about that. we were just
figuring things out.
We were just celebrating the last try match of the season.
Yep.
We're talking about the last try match. So let's start there. So women's volleyball region championships here. Great match against Del Tech.
Yeah.
In the second match of the afternoon of the day.
Yeah.
5-setter, back and forth, a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
It was exciting.
It was. They came back from 2-1 down.
Yep.
Jana Hoffman had 20 kills, and that I think I had her for. I know Sienna Brazil had about 11.
Right.
Really, I got contributions from everybody. Nerdia had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Elania played well. Just really nice showing after a really back and forth third set.
Right.
But they came up short. But they rallied in that one, and then the fourth set they dominated.
The fourth set was and it's funny, like anytime you watch these sports where they have their, like in tennis and things like that, and you're like, how'd you just do that after that just happened?
It's so weird.
And it's funny because I think of it as, I was internally, like that fourth set, which was just like phenomenal stretch to get, like when we were at like 17 and then up. I'm like, it reminded me of like Little League. When you don't have a hit all game, it's the 6th inning and then the whole team hits.
Right,
It just becomes contagious.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to watch. Like,
Yeah.
it was good volleyball.
Yeah.
It was a nice thing to have, especially knowing what was coming with how good Monroe has been, and obviously dominated in the championship match. But it was nice to see them get a win like that before going and get themselves in the championship.
It's a good way to
and I'll say
with the win.
They're from Region 15.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We are the Region 19 champions.
Yep.
Right.
That's we were the top seed out of Region 19.
Yep.
And we made it to the finals, so that's the way I feel.
Right. I agree.
You know, I understand that you have other teams that have to plan. Well, maybe that should be a district then.
Yeah.
Because then I do believe it takes away from the opportunity. You have a conference all year.
Right.
And then someone who's not part of your conference walks away with the plaque that says Region 19 championships.
Does Monroe take it back and get like a little Sharpie and like put a 5 over the 9?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
But like that's so. I mean, to our
but it's
girls'
legitimate,
credit,
right?
it was
Guess
a
what?
hell of a
Next year we don't have to
season.
worry about that.
No, we don't.
So-
And a hell of a season by our girls. They battled injuries.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, definite, and you know, Shelby, and just the fact that she's able to do what she did, coaching at such a high level,
Right.
while carrying twins in that
carrying
stuff.
twins.
I mean, there's no denying it now. Is phenomenal.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's good on her.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome, and good on all the girls. And
Yep. And then I'm happy and excited that I think as of now they'll all be back next year.
Yeah, most of the
it sounded
sophomores.
like their sophomore
Yeah,
day,
so-
right?
so that would be,
that was like, oh, that's a good. She's like, that was a surprise.
You know, like think of that. You're getting a potentially 2-time All-America. We'll see what voting happens is later this month and all that. But and Jana, and you've got a couple other sophomores that have contributed. Deliani Delbois, give her flowers for Saturday. I've never seen somebody cover the ground
she
she covered.
Yeah,
She was
phenomenal.
She was
everywhere.
great all year. And I think one thing that Shelby wanted to work on her from last year to this year is her communication, and I actually heard her out on the floor all year,
she's
like
quiet,
talking and stuff too. But she was much more vocal,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff too. So that puts a wraps on fall sports, huh? Soccer's done, and now volleyball's done.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, soccer ended their seasons. It was after we filmed last week.
Right.
So they each got knocked out in their respective semifinal matches. You know, the women up at Sussex on Wednesday, actually. Wednesday. Well, that was breaking news. We knew it was getting moved then. And then the men went down to Mercer County
on Friday.
On Friday. You know, and I think the final was there. Was it 8-0? I
think it was 8.
Yeah.
But then Mercer County ended up winning the championship, and I'm not sure what the final was.
I'm sure it was a barn burner with them in Essex, though. Those are two
pretty good teams, but
programs.
Mercer handled them pretty well during the season. Okay, so congratulations to Mr. Grunman and those Mercer County Mustangs.
Yes.
You know, on the men's side, I don't know who won the women because didn't pay attention, but it was a big wrap on that part of fall sports.
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
We still have
football. So football lost on Saturday. Maybe Jacob will 2-minute drill them, and maybe we'll put something together for us like last week, and see if we could talk about football. But they lost at Monroe.
Yeah, just frustrating day.
More to a little.
Frustrating day, 34-7.
Yeah, turnovers, right?
Turnovers,
penalties,
badly timed penalties, just kind of momentum killing kind of things. You know,
it looked like we haven't played in a couple weeks.
Holding in a bad spot, you know, that kind of stuff, and then moving the ball down the field and then a turnover or a pick six that happened that tied the game early, kind of took the wind out of our sails, and then there was a fumble recovery that ended in a short field. I think Monroe had 17 or 20 points off of turnovers, and like 17 of those points came in the second quarter alone, where they scored 20. So like it just compounded on each other.
Fields,
you know,
interception return for touchdown. You know, a couple of things like that.
A frustrating day.
Yeah, we looked rusty. It looked like we really haven't played in 2 weeks, which is kind of the
case because
the Lebanon Valley JV game was get our guys out there and get everyone some snaps and try to get the rust off. But hopefully we'll be better on Saturday.
It doesn't get any easier. You got the number 5 team in the nation coming in,
and
hoping to solidify themselves. And
the surprise matchup with Snow on Thursday, the end of the season, because of some cancellations, like we said, and we'll talk about more of that next week as we lead up. But Georgia Military Friday, 1 o'clock, homecoming weekend.
Homecoming weekend.
Yep.
Yeah. Be interesting how slow we'll be moving on Saturday, but I'll be a little later Saturday. I think maybe that might change. I don't know. I'm supposed to have a birthday party on Saturday.
Frank, I just thought of something when you exhale there. One, that chirping noise that you covered my profanity with last week was funny.
Oh, yeah.
And then did I notice underneath my name you just have a bunch of freaking random letters?
Not random letters.
Oh,
those are your letters.
Those are your letters.
I thought they were. I was looking at. I was watching on my phone. I saw it just like just the alphabet. And
like someone's
orders.
Hand fall down on the keyboard.
Yeah, it was not just me doing
I thought you were
this.
like, oh, you should bust. I'm going to bust the voice chops, and I'm just going to go.
Months ago, when we put your letters.
I saw that, yes, but then when I was watching on my phone, and then I says, did he just put up random freaking letters? All right, anyway, so football Saturday at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, homecoming.
We're hoping for cold weather because Georgia always hosts us and it's 90,000 degrees.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
Last time we're facing Georgia Military too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be fine. And then
Friday night, since we're on the homecoming thing, we won't do it later.
Right.
Still an opportunity for anybody to come out Friday night for our social.
Right.
It starts at 6. You can purchase tickets ahead of time. That's ideal. LackawannaFalcons.com/homecoming. But we'll have tickets available at the door should you need them. But we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end.
Yep. And then basketball play this weekend for real. So women, tough one. Opened up against Niagara down in Harcum.
Yeah.
They lost by a lot. We'll leave it there. And then men's basketball split. They were up at Niagara.
Yes.
Lost to Niagara, beat Erie yesterday.
Yeah, lost to Niagara. They were close at halftime. Niagara scored. They scored 59 points, shot nearly 60% from the field in the second half.
Right.
How do you
kind of ran away. Number 16 team in the nation, but good first half
Played
showing.
with them in the first. Yeah, we looked good in the first half.
And then came back from down 15 early in the first half to Erie, and then we're down 10 in the second half.
Right.
Rallied to win. Khalil Kemp came off the bench with 18 points. Latrell Mark had 17. They had 4 kids in double figures. I know Noah McIntosh had 14. Xavier Spears had 11. Noah Elias hit a couple 3-point shots. I know Jocks hit a 3-point shot early. So
they should be. They're in that gym a lot in that shooting machine. They should be hitting everything.
But it was a nice win, nice bounce back win.
And they're at home. Their home opener is this Thursday. Penn State Hazleton 7 p.m. Student Union. Listen to Steve Young or Ferg, or come out and pay $10 and watch.
Steve Young's making a comeback. I forgot about our guy.
Steve Young is returning.
Yeah.
Ferg has a Steve Young impersonation too.
And it's dynamite. But the women were at Harcum.
Yes.
I think leading scorer was Sophia Suma.
Yes, Sophia
right?
Suma had 18 points,
Yeah.
and Ali Johns had 14.
Okay.
So
All right,
good for Ali, who's
They're-
obviously been off
they
for a
don't have
couple of years.
They don't have a deep bench, so it's
Working
gonna be-
through some things, and
Yeah.
that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And Niagara's always good.
Yeah.
So
They got that frantic press that gave them trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
And speaking of women's basketball, shout out to Coach Ford. He left me a Lackawanna College women's basketball shirt.
Same.
Someone must have been watching
Yes.
or
Yeah.
listening.
Oh, don't worry. I will say that Coach Fallon was definitely watching, and he said the reason why he handed one to Mr. Pardini was because he saw him, and I was like, right. I said, I have my XL coming from Harcum College men's basketball coach John Ball on the way. And that kind of, just enough, right?
Okay.
But I did have an opportunity to talk to Coach Ball on Saturday a little bit
good.
during the volleyball. So.
All right, good. All right, so let's take a break, and if you're going to talk to anyone, you're going to talk to them. If not, we'll just finish this bad boy up.
That's right. We may talk some esports. We'll see. We're working on that, but we'll see who we talk to.
All right, good. All right, we'll be back. Take plate.
Hey, it's Tom Ferguson, Sports Information Director here at Lackawanna College. We're talking with Jordon Petrowski from Lackawanna College Esports because we got to catch up on esports. Jordon plays with Rainbow Six. Jordon, appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
I know you've got a busy week, got 3 games coming up with Rainbow Six this week. You guys have been very busy, though. 2 weeks ago, had the big LAN event happening downtown, right in the theater, just down the street from us. Tell us a little bit about that battle for PA LAN and how you think you guys competed and how you think the event went.
So we had the Battle of PA event 2 weeks ago. That event went phenomenal. Could have went a little bit better for our end. We finished 4th overall out of 8 teams, 9 teams that were there. Everyone, great atmosphere, great vibes as always. Loved having all the teams there. Couldn't ask for a better turnout for what it was. Everyone got a chance to play for our team, which was great. So everyone got some screen time. We have a big week this week. We have tons of prep that we've been using, like the LAN clips from, to just grow on as a team, get the chemistry right, because it's been a chemistry issue.
Yeah.
Getting the chemistry right's been very good.
Well, tell me the difference really between playing in maybe the room or even obviously remote with each other versus playing on the stage like you guys were doing over the weekend.
Playing remote's definitely like more calming, definitely a little bit less stressful, but I definitely you can't beat the stage atmosphere. Being able to see your opponents and see their reactions and see your reactions, it's just night and day difference. It's so much more fun. I just prefer the stage atmosphere, even though it's a little bit more stressful, higher pressure, higher stakes. I'll never beat playing in the room. It's more comfortable.
Right.
But the stage, you can't beat it. You just can't beat the stage.
I feel like there's also that bit of back and forth you can have with your opponents, right?
Yeah, a little friendly banter.
Sure.
Just, like, you can't be doing that, type stuff. You just, simple things, because we all compete the game at a very high level. So it's like competitive, like everyone understands the game. So it's just a little friendly banter.
Right.
But everyone has good games all around, handshakes.
Right.
Everyone leaves happy.
Now, some of the guys or some of the players that were a part of the battle for PA from these other schools, were you familiar with them from competing elsewhere, or was there some of that familiarity coming into this?
So we played a Penn State Blues team 6 times, and they've gotten the better end of us, so that I consider them our like interstate rivals. Mm-hmm. Shout out Penn State Blue, love them. They're a cool group of guys. They give us the most competitiveness, I think, across the board, other than Robert Morris.
Okay.
But getting to see Robert Morris the weekend before we play them too, and NECC was really cool, because it made the game a little bit different. I think like the chat was a little bit like friendly, like we were like saying hi guys, like how's everyone, like everyone get home safe, like how was the ride home. It was like just different vibes. It lets everyone get connected and see like everyone's personality instead of hiding behind the screen like we usually do.
It's not a nameless person on the other side,
yeah,
right?
It's just not somebody that's just playing the game for the school, whether they're at the school or not. Everyone's like in one place, so everyone gets to hang out and socialize. It's just a different kind of environment that I wish we could do more.
Do you feel like competing in that environment then helps you when you go back to the room, or when you go back to whether it's remote or whatever the home setup is? Do you feel like competing in that gives you, I don't want to say an advantage, but gives you some sort of better feel for how to play?
Gives us definitely a better feel. The energy is definitely better. The energy will always be better when you're playing all 5 of you in the same area. You're able to, after a good round, give fist bumps. If you have a bad round, you're able to look at the specific person and tell them, hey, like, calm down, like, you're a little bit better than this. You know, it's definitely so much better to have like the energy and the vibes right from the stage, because everyone's there, especially when our coaches are there. We had both of our coaches there. Coach Matt flew in, and we also had Coach Steve come, who is our volunteer coach, just does everything. He's our analyst, does all of our stats. He has all of our stats on a spreadsheet for us, so we can see how individuals are doing and like make corrections accordingly, which is, I think, awesome. That is really cool.
So that's an interesting point. So is there usually, especially when you talk about a game like Rainbow Six, a lot of people comes down to KDA. You know, what's that? Are there advanced metrics, advanced stats to how that game works as well?
Yeah, so Siege is like one of those games that KD does not really matter. There are professional players that are playing at higher levels than we are that have lower KDs than some of our players do, actually. So the KD doesn't mean anything in Siege. It's kind of the map knowledge and what utility you currently have in the team that you have around you, and your effectiveness in the round. So there's actually a cost percentage, there's an entry percentage, there's headshot percentage, there's a lot of percentages, like a lot of separate percentages that go into Siege. And like cost is, I think, the biggest one. I always try to keep my cost at like the 72-75% range, because I feel like if you're at least using 75 to 80% of your kit, you can't lose the round. But other than that, there's not, like, KD does not matter in Siege at all.
One of the things I like about Siege too is that it's offense and defense, that you kind of get turns at each. Is there one that you prefer to play when you guys are competing? I
feel like I'm kind of intermittent. I prefer, it's map dependent for me. So like if it's a defender sided map, I'm definitely going to prefer defense over offense, because offense is just going to be a crawling match, like a crawl. So you're just gonna have to pick all the pieces apart and play slow, play fast, and like pick them apart. Whereas defense, like it's more of like, all right, what ops do we have? How can we set this up? We set it up, and they come to us, and it's a matter of playing the clock against them. So like I prefer, like, if it came down to it, I would love to play a zombie. Like a zombie is like my favorite character to play.
Okay, all right.
Or just hunker down, hold my area, and make them push me out, back up if I need to, play little shields that I get to like throw on the wall. That's like how I like to play. I like to play like a methodical, flexy kind of role. Okay, all right. We're talking with Jordon Petrowski here from Lackawanna College Esports, part of the Rainbow Six Siege team. So Jordan, where are you from originally? Right here, actually, Scranton. I graduated from Dunmore. Okay, all right, a fellow Buck. All right, good to know. I'm one. I graduated with Bobby D, who's obviously in charge of the esports program. So we've got a couple Dunmore guys here. That's good. All right, what brought you here to Lackawanna College? Initially, the cannabis degree program, because there was no other schools. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I wanted to go back into school. So I was like, okay, a 4-month degree. This will let me get my feet wet, see if like I can do this, because I didn't do too well the first time because I went a little too early. So I came back to school, got my cannabis certificate, and then I loved the esports so much, so I came back for the business end too. So what made me come here was honestly just the esports. I love the esports program here. So it kept you came for one thing, and esports kind of kept you here for something else. Yeah, esports, I really we got a little bit of a taste the first season I was here for a national title, and we came up just short, and we had to finish it. So I was like, okay, I could use a business degree. Basically, essentially, I was like, I really want to come back. What was it about the esports program? I mean, I'm clearly you're someone who probably grew up playing video games and all that. I've played everything. Was it about it that kind of spoke to you and kind of kept you here? Finally being able to be competitive at a time I can be, because when I was able, I think my heyday was like surpassed initially for like my game of choice, my initial flagship game before Siege, which was Smite. But once I got this opportunity and I saw I could compete at a high level and get some exposure out there and everything else, it just made me want to be like, okay, this is something I never got to do because I was too young. And by the time I went to college, I made my choice. So I just put the games on the back shelf. It was like a hobby. But coming here, getting to play with the team, just changed it. I just love playing with the team. I love the competitiveness.
Right.
And I don't have to like break my back anymore like I do with football, which is like I did play football too. It's another thing I did do.
Mm-hmm. So you come from a football perspective where obviously it's hard work, repetition, etc. While you're not doing that back-breaking labor, are there some of those lessons that you can bring to compete in esports, like that repetition?
Yeah, the games are really like clockwork. The more you play with the team, like your five, like the main five that you're going to play with, the more natural chemistry you're going to build up. So eventually you're not going to even have to communicate, and you'll be able to just look through. Like I can look through the walls at some of my teammates and just piece it together what they're going to do without even like clearing the messing up the comms.
Right.
So everyone's like situated and doing their own thing. Repetition is a real big thing. Aim training, I spend easily 10, 15 minutes just sitting there shooting the dummies and the balls in the game before I even play anything competitively, just to make sure my aim is right and everything looks good. As well as you can even just watch the VODs, watching VOD, your own VOD, even if it's your own personal VOD. You don't watch VOD on other teams. Watch your own personal VOD. Mark down what mistakes you make and how can you improve on them. Something that we all stress on our team. And just having accountability and like respective rounds. If it's your fault, just say it's your fault. Don't let it hang on you. Just things we're all trying to just hammer into the team. Nothing too crazy different from football, aside from just doing like the physical like aspect of it. It's more of like the mental game, but still doing repetitive things just differently.
Right. We're talking with Jordon Petrowski here from Lackawanna College Esports. Are you playing video games in your spare time? And if so, are you playing Siege, or are you kind of stepping away from that in your spare time?
I do play video games a lot in my spare time. That's how I pretty much unwind at night.
Yeah.
To clear my head from work, school, and everything else I have going on with esports. I will play Siege when the team is on for like our practices or scrims, everything.
Right.
I do play other games. I've been really big into Escape from Tarkov again because the game's going to be fully released. So I just was like, try Tarkov again.
Okay.
But pretty much just strictly like one genre. I just pretty much play that FPS genre.
Okay. And that's the one you've excelled in, obviously.
Yep, that's my excel. If Smite was just, if I was just a 1-year-old, there Smite would have definitely been the excel one though.
Just missed the boat.
Just missed the boat.
Well, I want to get to the charity event we got coming up this weekend at Bartari. Well, first of all, you got the new merch, right?
New merch on.
New jersey from Lackawanna College Esports with the big wave. I like that. It's very artsy, you know?
It's like a crashing wave into like the Japanese sun, so it went like an anime theme.
Yeah.
Almost.
I enjoy. Do we know who came up with the whole look? Or
Bobby did. Robbie
D. He's creative, man. Yeah. He finds ways to do this. He found
a G2 concept from like years ago and just implemented our colors into it, and it just came out so good.
It looks so good. That's awesome. So let's talk about coming up this weekend. We've got the event at Bartari, the Extra Life event, benefiting the Janet Weiss Children's Hospital down in Danville as part of this big promotional deal we got going on. What can you tell us about this event coming up?
It's going to be a good showing. It's been better every single year, so I think it's going to be even bigger this year.
Right. It's
always a great time to, especially seeing the kids' face light up when they get to play video games with a bunch of people when they usually can't. So the kids that do come in, they always have a great time. There's going to be some raffles, food, drinks. It's basically just a nice little party type thing that we do.
Yes.
That we give back to our community, and it's just a great time. So everyone should come and try to pop out if they can. It's only right down the street.
Yep, Bartari, downtown Scranton, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. You guys are live streaming. I know there's going to be a Super Smash Brothers tournament happen at one point. Are you picking up the sticks for that? Or?
So I don't think with the Smash Bros tournament, but there is some talks, and we're trying to see if the Siege team is going to possibly do 3v3 Rocket League, because Rocket League's a 3v3 game, and none of us have ever touched Rocket League for more than a few hundred hours or any. So I feel like on stream it's going to just be like if we put 3 of us against each other. It would be really fun on stream. I think that'd be really fun. Okay,
all right. So potential Rocket League stream for you guys. That'll be fun. But Bartari, they've got drink specials, as was mentioned. I know they're doing. They always like to do their quarter drive when they're doing that as well. And as Jordan mentioned, raffle baskets, all that stuff. Go to Play LC Esports on Twitter/X. You can also go to Lackawanna College Esports on Facebook and LC_Esports on Instagram for all the information. And of course, we'll be flashing the information up on the screen as well. Jordan, you guys are getting to the end of the season. Hard to believe because it feels like the season doesn't start till midway through September, and then it's just heavy right until November. But you guys are getting towards the end. What are the goals here for the Rainbow Six team coming up the next couple weeks?
So the goal is for us to clean sweep this week for sure. We want to clean sweep this week. We really need to. I want to beat Nova today. I want to beat Nova today. Don't know who we're playing tomorrow, but I want to win the NACC game tomorrow because we have to.
Doesn't matter who. Doesn't
matter who. We have to win. We have to win this game, and I think someone else has to lose, possibly, for us to make the playoffs in that. So we still have playoff hopes in NACC.
Yep.
But I really want to finish NJ again undefeated, which is the current goal, and then we have playoffs for that too. And to reiterate, it is like, truthfully, we had like a 3-week break, I think, and then all of it's straight through until the end of the semester. Right. Like I think up until finals week.
Right.
I think nationals is probably the last day of finals.
I think you're right because it's usually that like first or second week in December, right? So it's,
yeah, I think ours will probably be like the 15th, 16th or something. It's usually like that Friday.
Let's hope it's a problem we have to confront, right?
Yep.
Let's hope we have that problem, that we have to figure out what we're going to do. Jordan, appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for coming on. Jordon Petrowski from Lackawanna College Esports, talking Rainbow Six Siege and everything going on esports. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. It's Falcons Corner. Take flight.
Hey, this is Coach Duda from Lackawanna College, inviting all of our alumni back on Friday the 7th, November 7th, to our social. It's at 409 Adams Avenue. We'd love to have you all back on Friday, and then hopefully come to the game versus Georgia Military on Saturday. I know a big one for us and for everybody. We'd love to have everybody come back and tell all your friends and former teammates about this event because we'd like to have you all here. It's our last time being a junior college football team, and we really enjoy having you guys come back and experience that with us. We appreciate all you very, very much. Tickets for the event are $25 at LackawannaFalcons.com/homecoming. And that was harder than it looked for sure, fellas. We look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Thank you. Bye.
All right, we are back on the Falcons Corner. Voice, good guy. What do you want to be, Ferg?
I'll be whatever. It's still TDT, Ferg, right? Yeah, it's still touchdown. We got a couple weeks of football left.
Yeah, a couple weeks, a lot of touchdowns coming.
TD SID.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Who gave you that originally? Was it Mr. Joby Fawcett?
Joby Fawcett.
Yeah.
One and only.
You didn't come up with it yourself?
No.
Oh, come on.
Joseph B. Fawcett on In the Zone.
All right.
So that was I was TDT Ferg or Touchdown Tommy from probably 2011 when I was on that show, and it's stuck around with me since then. So.
All right. Beautiful. All right. So speaking of some touchdowns, some happy and sad news. Today's Monday. That was announced today. Our dear friend, the legendary Coach Duda, Hall of Famer, is going to wrap up his illustrious coaching and I say overall football career next Thursday against Snow, as he is riding off into the sunset.
Yeah.
With retirement, probably not the way he wanted to, but nevertheless, it's the end of an era for us here at the school.
Yeah. He addressed the team this morning, making, as he does in true Mark fashion, he knows how to speak to crowds and his team. Team is more important than just about everything. And his home team, which is his family, and then his team here, making them aware that he was going to retire effectively after the Snow game, but made a point that he's going to be sticking around,
of course,
through March and then part time, and then basically whatever he would want to do, I would imagine, for being the GOAT. And then recognizing that he's stepping away for health reasons, and he's been very at the forefront of that. Wanting everybody to be aware. I feel that this is the only reason why. It's loves the school, loves the institution.
It's nothing to do with our
transition. He's got a falcon tattooed on him. I mean, it's and he's been not shy about it. NFL career, late 70s, early 80s. A lot of guys are going through some of the health concerns and whatnot. And I don't know if
he said this morning, he wore a helmet that was like a garbage can.
So stepping down because the early stages of Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
We're okay to talk about that.
He
made that very
clear. Wants
clear.
people to know about it. So that was one of the things, and leading up to this, that he had talked about making sure that if we were going to say he has health issues, this is what it is, because
Right.
he doesn't want people thinking it's something else.
Right. Yeah, and also bringing attention to it for
Right.
that whole
Absolutely.
group of guys, and having conversations with them last week. You know, the process that he's been going through, and seeing all the guys that he played with going through this process as well. And,
Yeah.
and there's like a little fraternity, not a great one, of things, but he's Mark. And he wants none of the attention on him, on the guys, but want to be the one to break it. And
Right. But we'll give him that attention.
selfishly,
throughout
I've been
the
here
time.
20 years. He was, probably like the second person I met when I got hired, and leaned on him a lot, especially in my early years. And then still in the later ones when you're like, hey, I got a second.
Oh, yeah.
No one else be around. And having the girls run at 5:30 in the morning our first year when we only had like 10 or 12 girls because they did something stupid. And he's like, all right, we'll split the gym. And I think there was just that,
Right, yeah.
And being able to be around someone like that and pick his brain for various scenarios.
Oh, God, yeah.
But admissions advisor, director of enrollment, or dean of students, where we got a little closer again, probably because he had to carry out some of the kids not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but just an overall like incredible human being.
Yep.
And what him and Denise and Taylor, and,
Right.
and even his brother Steve put into the I'd say football program, but the institution.
Right.
Yep.
Shouldn't be lost on anything.
Yeah, just about everything we have here is.
Like you said,
because of
sad day, but happy day. We get to celebrate him
Right.
for the next couple weeks, and hopefully we can do a great job of that this Friday. I hope.
Yeah.
If time warrants, if he's able
Yeah.
to be available.
Right.
For our social event, and
Right.
then homecoming, and then definitely for the last game of the
Yep.
season.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. And so I'll miss our time in the weight room together, having some nice candid conversations, especially when we're waiting for groups to come in. And I owe probably everything I have here at the school and my profession to him taking a chance on me in 2018, 2019 when he had undefeated teams, and hey, let's have you run the show in the weight room, and I will forever
that's
be
good.
grateful for that. And so it sucks, but
For the right reasons for him to be able to enjoy
yep.
things the way he wants.
Yep.
To.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know everyone says about the impact he had on all of our student athletes, which is tremendous, but the influence he had with staff and coworkers.
Well, like Danny
is
mentioned,
the same.
the institution. It's hard to put into words for an Instagram post or a Facebook post or whatever exactly what he's meant.
Yeah.
And hopefully over the next few weeks, through what we do, either whether it's here on Falcons Corner or on our social media or at the football games or wherever it is,
Yeah.
that's something we can show
Yeah.
and illustrate just what he has done for not just the football program, but also for Lackawanna College.
Yep. And I will not miss him coming up behind me and bear hugging me and saying, I'm going to pop your head like a zit.
Yeah. Telling you to wear something bigger than a medium
square,
shirt.
Yeah, and stuff like that. I will not miss him.
You might miss
But if he
that.
needs to do that to feel better, he could come and he could come and squeeze the life
Hugs
out
are
of me.
free.
I don't know. You might find yourself walking down the hall thinking, "Man, I wish he was right there right
Yeah.
now."
It's gonna be a little,
you know?
So, all right. Well, on that note, let's win some games this week.
Hell yeah.
Let's. Ferg.
Come on.
I like
even
the
jumped in
chirping.
on it.
Chirp, chirp, chirp,
Yeah,
chirp.
it's a dolphin, by the way.
Oh, was it a dolphin?
It's a dolphin noise.
Chirp, chirp.
At this one, it just might have to be like a
Can't you just do
long
like a falcon?
tractor trailer horn.
Can you do like a falcon? Like, ho, ho, ho. Like a,
You should send me the falcon noise that you have.
ho. I don't know. Right? Yeah, it's not
You
too.
could play the Falcon Flight song over that part.
Yeah, it's not too. So. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. All right. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week. Falcons Corner. Take flight.